watching Let's Chat.
We are right now in the 100 deadliest days of summer. Exactly what does that mean? Our friends from Warren and Griffin are here to fully explain and answer a few questions. We have C. Mark and John Mark.
Morning, Chipper.
Gentlemen, good morning to you both.
Ain't it good to be alive and be in Tennessee?
And be in the great state of Tennessee.
Amen, brother.
Until football season's coming up.
Yes,
Right
it is.
around the corner.
I've got my orange tie on.
Yes, you do. And tomorrow I'll have orange socks on, but that's a different story.
Yes.
100 deadliest days of summer.
Yes. Well, this time frame, June, July, and August, you see an uptick in teen deaths during this time frame. An average, this is an amazing stat here, an average of 206 teenagers die every month, June, July, and August, because of the distractions in the car. When you think about it, it's pretty outside, you got the radio turned up, you got the windows down, you got friends in the car.
Yeah.
Kids aren't in
Friends
school.
in the
They're
car.
out and about.
You're right.
They're driving. Radio on, like Mark was talking about. So there's other things other than just being on your phone texting that contributes to these accidents. It's
And I
all
think
those other things.
teenagers like to share videos too.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what they do. And I'm sure that in a car full of teenagers, there's a lot of video sharing going on.
Yep.
And the driver sometimes does not want to feel left out. And if you take your eyes off the road just for 5 seconds, I mean, you're traveling longer than a football field.
You certainly are.
So it's oftentimes not even the driver that's initiating it. It can be those others that are in the car.
We went hands-free by law in Tennessee not that long ago. When do you think we'll be able to see some actual numbers about deaths have been reduced by this percentage? The number of tickets for driving while distracted has increased by this percentage. Any idea?
Well, Georgia saw them 6 months afterwards, so probably 6 months. But Georgia was much more aggressive in writing tickets than Tennessee has been.
Right.
Tennessee has been more lenient writing tickets, giving warnings instead. Right. And so maybe we'll see a move at least 6 months out, from the law being passed.
It takes a while to collect enough data.
Sure.
Till you really know for sure, how effective the law is being. But we know from other states, it's got to work.
From
We
Georgia.
know it's going to work.
We have a law office in Dalton, Georgia, and so we easily track those numbers out of Georgia when they changed the law, and it was eye-opening for us, and we thought it's time to change the law in Tennessee as well.
I think it is time to change the law, and I'm glad it certainly went into
Oh,
effect.
absolutely.
And I have found myself a lot more hesitant to even look at the phone, much less reach for it
Right.
when I'm behind the wheel.
Well, it's one of those bad habits that you got to break, and once you break it and move through it, then it just becomes normal. It should be the new normal, really, is
could
keep
not
the
agree
phone in the
more.
pocket and use your Bluetooth.
And you guys are still doing the no text and driving pledge at your office.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, in September, it's Mayor Burke is going to declare once again, I think it's the 4th or 5th year that he's declared Never Text and Drive Day in Chattanooga.
Right.
I think it's going to be the latter part of September. We'll be on your show in September to talk more about that, though. But
And we'll be hosting an open house, at the office for the National Never Text and Drive Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
we get to come down and do a live broadcast for the noon show that
Absolutely.
day.
We have a new reception area,
Which is beautiful.
Beautiful grandfather clock sitting right there, Come by and see the grandfather clock. A lot of work by our favorite artist, Brent Sanders. I love Brent's work. Brent's
Very
work.
talented.
He is. He is.
Now, Chip, as we move through this 100 days of summer, the deadliest 100 days, we're coming up on school starting tomorrow.
That's
so
right.
we have some
That's
other
right.
safety issues that we need to focus on. We've kind of got now the habit of stopping for school buses and stopping or slowing down in school zones because those haven't been around for the last few months. So starting tomorrow,
And
we've got
during that point when the first few days of school starts back, people have kind of forgotten. It takes me an extra 10 minutes to get from home to work because I had to slow down for the school zone.
Right.
You're going to have to factor that back into your time.
Yeah, just slow down, take a deep breath, and also be aware. I know there's going to be some scenarios where teenagers might have a new car that they picked off in the summertime, and they hook up with some new friends or old friends they've not seen in 3 months, and let's go out for a joyride. 25% of teen deaths. 25% of teen deaths happen between 3 and 7 p.m. Wow. There's a reason why it happens between 3 and 7 p.m. School lets out, and they're with the kids in the car. So parents, just because their kids have gotten their license and now they're driving does not absolve us of responsibility to constantly nag them about being safe, especially when they have other teenagers in the car. It's good to have a rule. as far as, well, the rule should be no more seat belts, no more kids in seat belts, number one. But the number of kids in the car does increase the chance of a serious accident.
And I'll tell you, kids, be the teenagers, young adults, however you look at yourself. I know back to school day is tomorrow. Be the champion, be the leader.
Right.
You be the one that puts the phone in the glove compartment, put it in your backpack, and make all your friends do the same thing.
Right, and that's a very good point, Chip, because this is the first time going back to school where we have Hands-Free Tennessee. I mean, so I believe law enforcement will be around to school zones tomorrow to make sure the teenagers know the new law.
We've had it in school zones, but now we've got it everywhere.
Yeah.
And you make a great point, Chip. Leave earlier than you've gotten accustomed to over the summer.
Right.
See,
So
Mark,
count
John
for those
Mark,
things.
we got to run.
Okay,
We are
man.
up against a hard break. We got to get out of here. Find out more about Warren and Griffin by checking out the website, warrenandgriffin.com. Call them at 265-HURT. That is 265-HURT. Again, warrenandgriffin.com.